It is in 2006. I think it's not right. Sunshine Girl, a huge hit. Is as if you just came on the scene. Tell us about that. Tell us about what took you into the soca avenue. What made you want to produce a song, and why a girl song? Because then you were known as the lover man from.
Basically, everything about Hypasounds is music. I had like 101 jobs, but when it comes to the music, it's like that was the only thing that that I could really stick to it. And you know, the music passed down from my father and also my uncle. So being a DJ, at the extent, I think that I was going to the peak where I was popular in every fete, every cruise. Don't matter where music is playing, you can find Hypasounds there. So I wanted to take it to the next level, further the stuff in the music. So I started out with the Sunshine Girl. Now Sunshine Girl, now from the years of DJing, spinning all those records from calypso to, you know, to the soca to the reggae. Mostly focusing on the soca now because that's what I'm doing. I would listen to like people like spin a record like Fun Little Ray, Grain, Yabi. So the thing is that if I was coming into this industry, I had to come in as the Hypasounds, the individual, and some an individual where I could build a brand, a name where I could build. So I focus on, well, I had the following from the ladies from being in the DJing. So you know, I just said me continue and to go on with it. So the first song, Sunshine Girl, was on point. So I just continued to keep that style and you know, keep the ladies with me right through.
And that's 2006. This is like 9 years.
9 years.
And
yeah.
you keep coming. They call you Mr. Consistent. For me, this is just me, a casual observer. It is as if competition, it matters, but it's not a big deal for you because you've been knocking at the door for some time. But you keep coming, and each year you get better and better and better. What is it that drives you? What is it that keeps you getting?
Like I said, music is all I know, and I love entertaining. Because from childhood we would go to cruises, we'd just sitting online, man. I would just create these. I just love to entertain. I love the fact that that I could see a person, don't matter what they're going through, and I could change that person's face with a smile or make them forget about what they're going through at the moment, and you know, I give them even if it's 2 seconds of being happy. So I continue to do the music and put that same mentality towards it. But I love entertaining, I love singing, I love just having fun.
Why soca though? Because you DJed, you would have DJed, let's say dub, reggae, that gets a different hype all year through. Why soca?
My parents is from St. Lucia, so I grew up on a lot of zouk and that kind of stuff. No reggae, I grew up on a lot of zouk and some Spanish music. So then sometimes, you know, that's why you will hear a Hypasounds record would always stand out because I bring along that zouk flavor that I grew up on in my music. And soca is what we have here. We have an industry here for it. So trying to do another genre of music would have been a harder fight than soca.
What would you say is your greatest moment thus far in soca? Whether it was a performance here, abroad, it could be crowd response, it could be walking down the street and somebody's like, "You're Hypasounds." What is your greatest moment?
My greatest moment would have been, one of them would have been to know where I came from and the work that I put in along with the fans, and was able to be nominated, to be had 3 nominations for International Soca Award and end up getting 1. To know how far I come in the industry and still young, but against people like Marshall Montana, Bunji Garland, Destra, and to be able to walk away with 1 International Soca Award. And the next one I would say would have been last week. I did a show in New York, Brooklyn Museum over in Prospect Park, and over 10,000 people, and it was a special guest. No one knew it was coming, and when the people just announced that Hypasounds is on, Hypasounds, and the crowd alone, that moment I just felt like I was going to perform in front of the mirror for myself. You know, so that feeling. That energy.
Tell me about that energy. Tell me about that energy locally, abroad. Tell me about that energy you get. That energy that you did what report as you did, that kind of energy. How do you keep hype? How do you spread this joy?
I'm basically Damien is a cool and easy type of guy, but it's just this type of thing that from the time we hit stage, just this Hypasounds just kicks in and you know, somebody be going on stage and then there's got a Damien just relaxes Hypasounds time. But it's just the energy and I play a very important part in all of my records because I produce, if not all of them, some of them. So I get that feeling from there. So from the time the band strikes up, already if it's 2 people, 3 people over there, I already got that hype and energy because I know what it is I'm going to do.
You would have mentioned the international award. You also would have gotten, I think, BMAs too, and Barbados Music Award.
Never been. I've been nominated once back in 2006, but since that, never.
You talked about producing this Boom Music. You want to talk a bit about that? You're CEO.
Yeah, Boom Music. I started Boom Music where it's me and another guy, Jamal Jordan, and we did tracks like that. All of my tracks I record, but for production, I did Timmy's Carnival Story, my song Sunrise, and How She Like It was produced and thing with myself and Jamal Jordan. You know, so I started the company because I'm serious about what I'm doing, and I want to build the Hypasound brand where, as in like as a DJ, where when people speak about Hypasound the DJ, is memories, is something they wish could come back. We could see Hyper mashing up the place again. So I building the Hypasounds brand as an artist now. So I started the studio now so that I could get more practice time, more vibe time, and before I have to be depending and financial issues trying to book studio time. So most to focus on Hypasounds.
And in building this legacy, are you working with any youngsters in the industry?
At this present moment, I just focusing on Hypasounds. I just trying to get myself on a path first, and then anything else can happen from there.
Fair enough. What's a day like for Damien? I want to talk a little bit about Damien.
A day like for Damien, tease my grandmother a little bit, spend some time with my daughter, watch some romantic movies, kick back, just relax. Yeah.
How old is your daughter?
7 years old.
Okay. Is there a sugar rush? Miss Sugar Rush?
There are plenty of sugar rushes over there. After all, I cater for the ladies.
Yeah.
I cater for the ladies.
Mm-hmm.
I cater for the ladies. Yeah.
So there are plenty of sugar rushes.
Yeah,
You're skillfully avoiding the question.
Yeah, you can skip that.
Okay. So you just have one daughter?
Yes, just one daughter.
Okay.
Kenzie Etienne, love her to the max.
Okay, what do you like doing? Hobbies? The beach, if you said you came from Lower Carolina.
I used to like swimming. I want to be a lifeguard back in the day before I find music, so I like swimming, I go to the beach. But sometimes I used to play road tennis, but now because I pick up the role on the artist life, it's very hard sometimes because so they try to go back to do some of the stuff that I would have done, but it's very hard because like for this month every weekend I'm out the island, and it's very hard. As soon as I get back in, prep, spend family time, and then you gotta go again. So yeah.
On that, the busy side, where the countries, can you name them? Some of the countries the music would have taken you, or the places?
Trinidad, Atlanta, Texas, New York, Toronto, LA, Jersey, all of this set of places.
What's for the future in terms of your way to career? Not necessarily crop over.
I'm trying to break into that European market right now. So me and the team trying to put together some promotional packages and see if we can get ourselves up there to UK and the European market.
So let's go back to the crop over season. You said you would have been booked for almost every fete for the season and stuff like that. What do you do in terms of your health in a time like this? Because you talk about fats, you got boosters run and stuff like that, go through the 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Then sometimes you have a breakfast fat. You're just galloping, you're just jaunting, and you're just moving. How do you deal with that?
Basically, as soon as I get off a stage or leave a party, I go into Damien mode. So Damien mode is the cool and easy, relaxing type, but it's still on the vitamins and stuff. But once I go into Damien mode, I could lay down all day and relax and watch some movies, and because that's how I vibe as well. So I don't necessarily have to be in a room full of people or be out partying or drinking. Just relaxing and spending some time with my daughter is what makes it happen.
You're one of the artists who like go to a show just in the nick of time to perform and then leave, or you try to see some of the other artists and enjoy the show, or it depends?
It depends on the show and who's on the card, but you will always see me in the party, because at the end of the day I can't get away from it, because that's where it started as a DJ and being in effect. And then why I try not to say that you can't do this or I can't do that, because a lot of people could look at it and see the same. There are not there are not many people that could be doing one thing, like how I was DJing and then branch off into singing, and the fans and everybody follow them. You always hear, well, I'd rather him doing this than doing that. So because the fans and the people follow me, it's like I feel like those are my bosses. So I owe them also. Sometimes I ain't saying that I'm gonna be everywhere, but when I do go or something, you know, I spend some time, touch general with the people a little bit. Yeah.
Prior to 2006, how long would you have been DJing? How many years?
From 99. Yeah, 99. Yeah.
If not DJing and if not soca, was there any lost love to be a chef, to be a theater, to be a photographer? Was there anything niggling?
I like yard.
Yeah, fair enough.
I like yard.
So you like the beach then?
Yeah, I mean, I grew up on the west coast of the island and there, so it's just a beach. Sometimes it don't matter. You get there, you go to the beach. You know you can get lit, but hey, you get to get in the sea.
You go to a fair and everybody wants either a selfie or autograph, and hi Hypasounds, hi Hypasounds. It can be energizing, as you explained. How tolerable is it? How do you deal with it in terms of protecting the private life of Damien? How far does it go? How do you put it in your boundaries?
I haven't really come across any major situations where I would have to think twice, because as I said, like I'm kind of like a people's person. So being in the party, sometimes being out in effect. So people see me, they come to get the pictures, we talk, we could have a drink, we talk about anything, we dance with it, because that's just me. I'm just that type of person. But in Hypasounds mode now is more, it's funny that it's the other way around, because I know the Damien mode should be more protective than the Hypasounds mode, but in the Hypasounds mode is more protective than being the Damien, because then the Hypasounds mode is where a brand that I'm building, and that brand has to be always unique and always standing out. So there's a lot of things I have to watch what I'm doing and when I do it. But the Damien mode now is like, hey, I just like any other person out there that's always see myself. We could do anything. We could just line, we could talk, you know. So yeah, cool.
Tent. You never really been in a tent. You do. I know you usually do bacchanal time.
Yeah, I started out with K Shepherd All Stars. Yeah, back then, because that was about 2008, 2009, where I was now telling myself, well, I want to get very serious in this thing. So I went in the tent. They got to Eleanor Rice, where I would have watched the older heads, social comedy guys, and pick. I know I doing party, but still how they approach the stage, how to deal with certain things, learn. And one thing I could say that I learned from being in tent at All Stars is, like, some things you go and perform, and people sit and they watch, and you'll be telling yourself, well, I'm not doing a good job, but at the end of that performance, they get up and get on, you know. So I would say what I learned from this, how to deal with crowds, and don't matter what's happening in the crowd, just do your best upstage. So then I started doing some work with Bacchanal time. But this year I gone back to All Stars, you know, working with Elena, doing some appearances in All Stars and stuff. Yeah.
But you'll be at Bacchanal time, sure.
Yeah, of course, yes, of course.
That's the best. Let us start now with the semi-finals. You only talked briefly yesterday.
Yes,
You're free now to fully express everything about. This is not your first. This is your first semi-final. I'm saying you did semi-final, but then get to the final. No,
this is my second semi-final.
I don't think they. Know.
But it was way. I think it was 2010.
It was way back.
Way back.
But it's 2 songs, 2 different semi-finals.
Yes.
Let's talk about that.
I feel great. I feel good. I start to feel like I at the finals, because at the end of the day, competition is not what I set myself to do out there. But at the same time, when you're doing good music, you want to be rewarded. And also, the fans, man. The fans been kicking it for me from day one. Then things weren't going right when I was in the competition, and the fans would open them up and speak proudly, like if they're part of Hypasounds, their own Hypasounds, so they just speak for me when I had to just sit down and don't say nothing. So right now, every single fan out there, big up yourself, even if it's just a fan from an hour ago, big up.
You're welcome.
Yes.
You're welcome, fans. Any thoughts about next Friday? The semi-finals, the 2 semi-finals. I know it's only.
Well, basically this Friday I'm out, so I'm just focusing on going and deal with these shows overseas. But as soon as I get back, well, some thoughts are already in for the semi-finals, and all I'm going to say is Hypasounds, Damien, and the fans been asking for it, so we're going to give them it.
In both.
All the fans come out, represent, even if you got a paint, sugar rush, or how she like it on your fingernails, something, just come out and represent. And we're gonna put it down.
Nobody ever goes into a competition to lose. But you're so fan based and fan energized. Would it be forward of me to assume that if you make it to the finals and you don't win, but you get the audience response that you want, that you would have been satisfied?
The thing is now, people around me will not hear me speaking about competition, but I can say now, I want to win. It's about time. It's about time. It's about time. But nevertheless, I know whatever I do, the team is proud, the fans proud, Damien proud, Hypasounds proud. You know, so, but I going in to win. It's about time.
I like that confidence. How do you know pre a season, May, April, whenever you're finishing up a track? Do you have an inkling that this is a big one? Do you have an inkling that I think this might be bigger than Sweat? I think this might be bigger than Sunshine Girl. Is there a vibe that you get within yourself? Because
I have the studio, I always working. Like all now I'm working 2016 music, but it's just a particular energy. Because any and everybody cannot, I'm not a diva, but any and everybody cannot be in the room when I'm working, because I don't deal with vibe. Anybody can have a vibe, it can be a good vibe or a bad vibe, but an energy. So sometimes when I put down with a lot of dummies, what we call dummy vocals, and just half beats, and then what I do is I go through and pick out. But I never go in the studio, never ever thinking about the previous year, never. Because I don't ever want to be like, oh no, but remember Dutty had this part in it, and the people like, no, Dutty was Dutty. 2014 was 2014, it's 2015. And then most times I could create a song by idea, because I tend now not to write anymore. So I play the rhythm, I go in front of the microphone, and I let the music talk to me and tell me what to say. Sometimes I lie, mumble some stuff, but it's a vibe. So once I get that fresh vibe, then I go and pick at it and say, oh, you know what, you were saying some foolishness there, you can pick. So when I put these tracks together, sometimes it's be hard to pick, because every year it's very hard to pick tracks to release. So then I end up with tracks that go over to the next year, but then now I look at it and say, oh no, this is not strong enough, so you gotta stay there. But there are a lot of Hypasounds tracks there. But next year is my 10th year. It's a 10-year anniversary. So I'm trying to put together an EP album. Also trying to do Let It Get Out the Bag. I trying to do the Hypasounds X show, Hypasounds 10. You know, so some of these tracks that would have, gonna come out, plus some more, plus some of your favorites, yeah.
Like we said a little earlier, you said earlier, you usually do the reggae soca mixed with your St. Lucia background. For me, one of your fans, edit that record. I realized that each year you up the tempo. You might not realize it, dirty. And not how she like it. This is not your tempo. Your tempo is reggae soca.
But that's the thing. That's the thing.
Yeah. So talk to me about that. Will you ever go full blast party?
Basically, right, is when I started at 115 tempo, Sunshine Girl and Sweat. I was coming across. I was slowly growing into the soca, but then at the end of the day, the music changes because 120 then was the new 115. Then 125 was the new 120. But as I get more stage performance again, as I found myself now in this, sometimes I don't want to limit myself. I don't want to say, like, how she like it was a conversation. Me and the guy just sitting down saying this is what we can do, and I was just like, I want something that I want to let loose now. I tired of, I just want to let loose. So when we started it, we had no idea on, like I said, that we doing this particular key, this tempo. So as I freestyle what I was going to do, then we was like, oh shoot, but this is 134. So he was like, you comfortable? I was like, it's a vibe. You can't go wrong with a vibe.